I'm worried. So little update that's happened since last week. I think I've broken something in my foot. So now I'm going to be cold in Dallas. I can't even work. I don't know what I'm going to do.
How did you do that?
I swear, dude. Katie, tell me I'm wrong. I will go. I've always tried to stay active and exercise, but then I'll go through phases of like more intense sessions, and I've without fail injured myself.
Gotcha.
So this most recent one is I'm going to run a marathon. I'm going to be a runner. I'm a runner boy, and I've been running long runs, fast runs, enjoying it, and now my foot hurts. So, I mean, I ran for like 2 months, and now I'm done. So
It just hurts.
I think it is a Jones fracture.
Cool.
Which I learned what that was when I Googled outside foot hurts. And it just literally just...
When your foot is outdoors, it hurts.
Yeah, only outside. So I'm very nervous about the cold. That's just the first 10 things I'll say. Yeah, Jones fracture.
Interesting.
So cool.
You'll find out today, huh? Won't you?
Bummer.
I'm going to go after. I haven't had a legitimate injury, if that's what it is. Since high school.
I think that's where I'm at too. Nothing serious.
Stinks.
Nothing like set me back.
And then all of a sudden I have to because sometimes they require surgery. I don't think it should be all that, but it's like you start to think worst case, like what if I can't get over this? I get surgery. But I'm a comedian. We're gonna tour.
Get a gritty.
Yeah, I'm gritty. I mean, and you don't want to do shows with a boot on or a cast.
Would you say right now, if this is ESPN, Trey Kennedy is listed as questionable for the Orlando shows?
Questionable.
Okay.
Well,
limited practice.
I think it'll be mild enough where even if I'm in boot or something, I'll just take it off when I perform. But then I start to think we're golf guys now.
That's true. Like our body is somewhat important now.
I did a similar thing with buddies over the weekend, and I mean, every swing is it's definitely what's affecting me. It's like my right pain is in serine. Like that's where you load off of.
Yeah. The outside of your foot is pretty. It's where like your weight is. We're gonna have to become a putt channel.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Guys, Trey's recovering for 6 to 8 weeks, so this content is gonna be sweet.
Also, I think that your fans would be okay if you wore a boot on stage.
No distracting. It is distracting.
Yeah, but
Gross.
Okay, whatever.
Gross.
I have a little.
I'd have to get a tight 3 minutes about the boot.
You would have to address it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
For you, I've got to come up with it.
I've got a little foot injury myself as of recently. I let Rachel talk me into doing my first ever fitness class.
What'd you do?
Yeah, dude,
So
bail.
it's called-
You'll break something. Don't do it.
Yeah, too late. It's called sculpting, which I told my roommates that, and with clay? And I was like, that's fair, I guess. No, not with clay. Fitness clay sculpting. No, it's it's basically like a high intensity interval training workout, like a HIIT workout in a hot yoga room.
Yoga sculpt.
Yoga sculpt, I guess. I don't know. I just kind of show up, and it's pretty serious. It's 45 minutes of just very intense aerobic type exercises. And I'll tell you what got to me was the mountain climbers. I'm just going to town on the mountain climbers, and something is happening with my toe, and I developed the gnarliest, nastiest blister pretty early on the bottom of my big toe from the mountain climbers on the mat. And so then obviously I don't want to be a wimp.
Do you have shoes on or off for this?
Off.
Oh, okay.
So it's somewhat like the fresh. I got yoga mat burn.
Weak toes,
is what I got. Yeah, something I'd like to see what Jones has to say about what I got. But the room is 98% women in there. It's me.
Oh yeah, that's why I had to stop.
My sister was the instructor. That's kind of why we went. So
And there's a few women in there who you're like, my goodness, she could destroy me.
There's some that are older women that are just ripped, but also a pregnant woman. I was like, all right, I don't get to complain because she's pregnant. So I wasn't going to say anything. But I mean, for another 35 minutes, I have to go through these just different kind of stuff. You got weights with so much pain on my toe.
Weights, right?
Yeah.
Did you choose the biggest weights?
People luckily told me, they're like, don't let your ego get a hold of you.
Oh, the first time I went.
You walk in and you see just all these women with 4-pound weights. You're like, pfft.
I curl 25 plus, dude. The biggest one, I literally was like,
weight is 8 pounds.
8. I literally was being like, I need bigger than, I got the heaviest one.
I got to go higher than 8. But yeah, I mean, after a while, you're just in this squat position. You're in Warrior 2 for a while, just doing and then 5 pounds feels like a million. And you're just like, can I do this with no weights at all? But yeah, so you're having to do all this, but my toe hurts so bad that I'm like doing lunges with my foot like on, like I don't even know how to like demonstrate it, but basically
around on one.
Like with my foot upside down. I'm like doing lunges and I'm like doing jumping jacks with my Jones, just like with the side of my feet.
Yep.
It was
That's how it
brutal.
starts.
And so got a weird toe thing going on.
It sounds like you could have injured yourself other ways too after doing that.
It's like, all right, I got a blister on my toe. How can I make this way worse?
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, I definitely let my pride get in the way. Like anyone who's listening to this who's not an athlete or, you know, not like a former athlete, like, why would you just give up? Who cares? I think if you played any kind of like sport on any level, you feel like my coach has got to get mad at me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Especially when you get in a room, you can't help yourself. I know it shouldn't be like this. Like, oh, so what if a bunch of women are stronger than you? Well, guess what? It really bothers me. So when I'm in that room.
I'm not perfect.
Yeah, I'm not perfect. I want to be stronger than women. I'll be honest. And you see, yeah, you get the big weights and you're kind of like, what? Oh my, I mean, now I have too much ego. I'm not going to go put them back and grab smaller ones.
Yeah, I can't
And then
downgrade.
you see this woman next to you with like just the weight you're going to go down to, like still doing it. So, I mean, that's what's great too about being an insecure man is those places really give you a good workout because you see
They really do.
middle-aged women doing better than you. And I went to Orange Theory once
Yeah.
with a friend, just like, I think we had a free class or like someone we knew, like, yeah, let's try it. Mostly women. But of course it's women and they like post the stats live on the screen, but it's also you and your friend who want to beat each other. And I mean, we nearly passed out. We were going so hard to beat one another. And yeah, Orange Theory.
I couldn't believe the amount of sweat that just came off of me because yeah, when the room is like, it was like 98, 99 degrees and it does not take much to start sweating there.
True.
I was disgusting. I was like a newborn seal or something.
That'll do that. I don't
excited.
that, and I thank God it's mostly women. If men got wind of yoga
Man,
school,
it would
hot
be
yoga,
smelly and
they would have to rebuild
Wow.
the place every 6 months.
Fumigate it once a month. Let out a bug bomb in there. Just in between sessions.
There's no way. There's no way. Well, I'm glad you're getting in shape. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was bummed because I was really enjoying running, but
You'll
whatever.
See. Maybe it's just, a little strained or something.
Little bug bite.
Yeah. Maybe you're just like kind of wimpy and it's not that anything
All right,
bad.
I gotta run through it. I did try to run through it because you start to get a little older and you're like, things just hurt every now and then. Maybe you just gotta work through it, but
Made it worse probably.
yep.